Everybody now.
Ready, set, go, ready, set. It's the Ready, Set, Go show. Ready, set, go, ready, set, go. It's the Ready, Set, Go show.
What, stop?
No, go.
A BB Bite by Possibilities.
Good morning, friends. Today we are talking about dirt and compost. You know what lives in the dirt? Worms. So for the movement activity, we're going to pretend to be worms and squirm all around. First, lie down on your tummy and roll around on the ground just like a worm, making a tunnel through the dirt. Keep your arms at your side, but you can lift your head up and your feet up or turn over. Now roll around an inch along on your tummy. Imagine you're making a long tunnel. Okay, now it's time for the story.
Now sit back, relax, off we go. Sit back and relax, off we go. It's a special time, one of the best times of the day. It's time to listen to a story. Hooray!
So today for the story, we have a song that tells about everything you need in the garden to make your plants grow well. So sing along once you get the hang of the song. There are lots of words that repeat, so it's going to be easy.
You need dirt, dirty, dirty dirt in the garden to make your flowers grow. You need rain, rainy, rainy rain in the garden to make your flowers grow. You need sun, sunny, sunny sun in the garden to make your flowers grow. You need worms, wormy, wormy worms in the garden to make your flowers grow. You need bees, buzzy, buzzy bees in the garden to make your flowers grow. You need dirt, dirty, dirty dirt in the garden to make your flowers grow, to make your flowers grow, to make your flowers grow.
Today we have Terry and Darci here from the Fertile Ground Co-op. They help people in Oklahoma help the earth in lots of different ways. One way is helping people recycle things like plastic, paper, aluminum, and glass. That way, the materials can be used all over again instead of going into the trash. Another way Fertile Ground helps people in Oklahoma City is by helping people use the food scraps in their kitchen become compost. And compost is like food for the dirt and all the organisms that live in it. Hi, Terry. Can you tell us about what compost is?
So compost is magic plant food made from our food scraps, from our grass clippings, leaves, and tree limbs at home. When we put those things in a pile and let them break down the way nature likes to do, it makes wonderful food for our plants and makes our food healthy, and it makes our waters clean and our air clean to breathe.
Well, that sounds incredible. What does it look like?
So if you want to imagine the forest floor, there's lots of dirt, and you might see some leaves, some grass. You might see bugs working around in the dirt. So that's kind of what compost looks like. It looks a lot like dirt, but it has a lot more good stuff for the environment in there.
Okay. What does it smell like?
It actually smells a lot like dirt too. Like if you're out in your yard and you just were to smell the dirt, it has a certain smell. And that's what compost smells like. It smells a lot different as it is becoming compost. So it can have kind of a stinky smell for a while whenever it's in the pile. But once it's done and it's ready to be put back into the ground, it just smells like dirt, really.
What do you do with compost once it's ready to be used?
So compost is great to sprinkle around any plants that you have at home. It's good to put on your grass. It's good to put around your trees. It's good to put around any vegetables that you grow.
How about flowers?
It's great for flowers.
Oh, good. Can you think of some plants that are healthier if they get compost sprinkled around them?
Yeah, so like Terry said, all plants like compost. So they're all going to be healthier if there's compost around them, that their roots can absorb all of the nutrients and good stuff in the compost. But some of the ones in particular that I like to think about are tomatoes, just all trees really, strawberries, and snap peas, if you like to grow snap peas. Those plants really like compost.
Okay. So you also help people in Oklahoma City with recycling. Can you tell us what recycling is and why that's important?
Yes, recycling is when you take materials from daily life and reuse them, put them into a new purpose. So imagine a glass bottle, a glass jar that we would buy from a grocery store. We can recycle that item at a recycling facility. They'll take that and they'll make a new glass bottle using the old glass bottle. Recycling helps us reduce the energy that we use for daily life, and that's really important for the planet.
That is so good. Well, thank you all for all you do to make our city better, and thanks so much for joining us on the Ready, Set, Go show today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Great.
Glad to be here.
I am smart, I am kind, I am good. I'm creative and I'm strong, so I should know my words make a difference and my actions too. I'll make the world a better place, that's what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do to make the world a better place today, Terry?
I am going to take care of my asparagus patch better this year. I'm going to make sure it gets enough water and enough compost, and I'm going to prune it properly. I think that'll be good for me and my family and for the planet.
How about you, Darci?
Today and every day, one thing I try to do is say hi to someone I don't know or wave to somebody that looks like they might need a little cheering up, just brighten somebody's day.
That sounds really nice.
What are you going to do today to make the world a better place, Miss Katie?
I'm going to eat a banana for a snack and then put my peel into the bag I've got going with lots of food scraps in my freezer. And then later on, I'm going to take my bags to the bin where you collect the scraps to add to the compost pile.
Great.
When I'm outside or inside, I think, learn, and grow. When I'm outside or inside, there's so much to know and do and think and play. Yay for today.
Today, for the inside activity, you can make a picture of a garden bed. What kind of plants would you like in the garden? Maybe tall sunflowers? You could make a picture of a vegetable garden too, with as many vegetables as you can think of. You could add a picture of yourself putting compost around the plants so that they grow even better.
For the outside activity, you could find a garden tool, either a big shovel or a small spade, and dig a hole in the ground. It's fun just to dig and see if you find some worms or bugs. But if your family is planning on planting something, then it will be a big help to dig holes. There's nothing better than watching your plants grow.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for doing all the things that you do. Until the next time, hope you have a lot of fun. Remember to be kind to everyone. Bye-bye. The Ready, Set, Go show is part of the Possibilities podcast platform.